You know, I had an idea last night and I wrote it down. I had an idea, but I don't know how good or how bad of an idea this is. Might be bad, might be good. But I wanted to do more like mini competition. Not competition, but like, okay, hear me out, chat, and you can be the judge for this idea, right? Please keep in mind, I have a lot of ideas that I get every now and then. Not all of them are good. So if you think it's like maybe not a good idea, just tell me. We are not like a weird, we're not like those like, oh, everything a streamer says is probably a good idea. All right, you gotta be the voice of reason because God knows I am not. So, I want to know if, let's say one day, right? I've always wanted to make an EP or an album. Maybe this wouldn't be the first EP. This could be like the second one or something along those lines. But what if I make a competition, right? Where people can send in
Honestly,
like their song idea.
Any of your ideas are good.
I know, but hear me out. What if it's like, you know, competitions where people are like, oh, design my outfit, right? And then the winner, you get like a reward. What if it's something like that? The winner gets a reward, obviously. You also get paid for your work, obviously, on top of that. And then, like, it's like a song competition. You give me like your beats and your melodies, yoink it, turning into an actual EP. Boom. It's like a community-made EP song. 35 winners and Mousey. You know, I spoke to Mousey about that. It's so funny. She's so fucking funny for that shit. She's like, yeah, because I asked her, I was like, I want to make like a community event. It's not really a competition. You know, I want it to be like a community event, something that people can participate and have fun with, but also get a reward. So it's kind of like a win-win situation. And I was asking Mousey for advice because I know she has done this before. And Mousey's like, oh, I love those. Oh, I did one recently. And I was like, yeah, how did it go? She's like, everyone's so great. Yeah, I this is my, like, this is what I promised, right? This is like the thing. I was like, oh, okay. And I was writing down all of Mousey's advice, and she's like, yeah, there is one downside though. And I was like, oh shit, I'm listening. What's the downside? So I was like really focused. I'm like, did it turn into a problem? Like, was anyone pissed? What's going on? And Mousey said, there were so many that were just so cool. So I ended up having 35 winners. And I was like, what do you mean by that? She's like, yeah, I ended up having so many winners, and then there were designs that I really liked but didn't win, and so then I just bought them anyway. I was like, what the fuck? I can't pick, Michi. I can't pick. I was like, all right, writing this all down, I suppose. She's just like, you don't get it, Michi. They're all so talented. I can't choose, so I just chose everyone. I was like, okay. Goddamn. Classic Mouse. She was so fucking fun. She's so sweet. Mousey is one of those people who are like, my favorite thing about Mouse is, you know how sometimes if I tell Mouse, I'm like, oh, someone's being mean to me, right? Mouse is instantly like, fuck them. All right, you need to be, you know what? Fuck them. I'm gonna yell at them. And Mousey will. Like, Mouse is going to, like, defend me, right? If someone does me wrong. But then, if someone does the same thing to her, she goes, oh, but, you know, what if it's like, what if they don't mean it, right? Like, it's okay. I think maybe they're just in a bad mood. Like, that's Mouse. And I'm like, girl. I get you, though. I understand, but girl. Okay. Every time I talk to Mouse, if she were to ask me a question and I'm about to give her advice, she would be like, okay, but what if it happened to you? And I'm like, okay, bitch, don't Uno reverse this to me. Okay, we know that, like, we know the answer. Shut the fuck up and let me say the right thing. Okay, god damn it, Mousey, you have to stand up for yourself. Okay, Michi, but what would you do? Oh, and I was gagged. Okay, Michi, but if this happened to you, what would you? Oh, you're so funny for that. Yeah. We go through the, oh yeah, that happened, didn't it, moment. But I wanted to do like a community event, right? Where we make an EP together. But obviously, I'll pay you. But what do you think? Idea good? Idea maybe. Idea bad. There's like from a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being, that is a cooked, amazing, great idea. 1 is like, no, absolutely not. From a 1 to 10, where would you put it in the scale? 7, 8, 7, 8, 8, around there. 7 to 8. So the threshold is around there. All right, chat. This also applies to art, by the way, like drawing, because I want to do more community events, right? For music, how long should it be? Like, how long of a time should I give people? Because I don't want to be like, hey guys, send me your song demos. If you win, then you get a reward, like you get the prize pool, and I'll buy the song from you, and then I'll put it in an EP. How long will, like, I can't just be like, due tomorrow. Like, that's fucked up. Maybe 2 months. 2 months would cook. I did ask Mono for advice, and I quote, this is what Mono says. Michi, this is a hard answer. This is a hard question to ask because if I have a deadline, I will do something in 3 days. And I don't think a lot of people have the same... Here's one thing you don't understand about our good friend Mono, right? Bro is a workaholic. So if I ask Mono, hey Mono, if there is a competition, right? And there's like a deadline, how long? You have a songwriter in your life? Ask Numi. Actually, I've never thought of asking Numi. You're right.
1 to 2 months sounds good. It's neither too short or too long.
Yeah, Mono makes shit in 3 days or in 8 months. No in between, according to what Mono. Mono says, if there is no deadline, I'm never doing it. Yeah. What about asking Yusan? Yusan is the same! No, you don't understand this. My friends are either workaholic or like the exact opposite of that. Yusan is the exact same. This is Yusan. Yusan is the, I'm going to go to bed and not wake up for 5 days because this is my resting day. And then they would literally sleep for like 20 hours a day. After those 5 days, they work non-stop for 20 hours every day for the next 2 weeks. Yeah. I remembered like I was asking Yusan something at like 3 a.m. my time, which is 5 a.m. their time. And they responded. They were awake. And I was like, why are you up? It's 5 a.m. for you. And Yusan's like, oh, it's fine. I just woke up. Like, I woke up at like 8 p.m. And I was like, oh, why were you awake at 8 p.m.? It's like, oh, because I fell asleep at like 3 p.m. yesterday. And I was like, why the fuck did you fall asleep at 3 p.m.? And they're like, oh, I was making the song. Or, oh, I was practicing. Because here's the thing with Yusan, right? They're an actual singer. So they practice every day. Like, they need to train their vocals because that's what people do, apparently. They train their shit. So then some days, they're just training. They spend like 20 hours a day training their vocals. And I'm like, oh, are you recording something? It's like, oh no, today's my training day. I'm like, damn. 20 hours training, goddamn. Yeah. Breaks his vocals and rebuilds it the following day. Yeah. They were no, like, I'm not kidding. So what Yusan does is they train their vocals and then depending on the event, but usually they would also work out, like, physically. You know, like, they go to the gym or they physically, like, exercise because performing takes a lot of muscle, right? I never thought about this. Yusan was the one that brought it to my attention, but it's like, they're like, you know how much energy and muscle and like you gotta build your body to perform. And I was like, damn, you're right. And they're like, yeah, not only that, you have to make sure that when you sing and perform, you still sound good while doing, like, performing is basically exercising. So you have to be able to sing well while you exercise. You know how hard that is? And I was like, damn, you're actually, I never thought about this. So Yusan would train their vocals, train their body, and then train their body and vocals a lot.
Idea. Everyone submit their favorite SCP soundbit and if the winner's a song or lore video will be made.
Horrible idea. Bro is cooking ash. Bro. Wait a minute. Wait, because you said Mousey, I remembered something. Shit, I haven't set this up. Hold on. I got a gift from Mouse recently. Could never. Aha! Chat! Well. Yep. Hi, Mouse. Hi, chat. Wait, hold on. How do I? Chat. No, wait. I know how to do this. I have to immerse myself. I gotta practice. No way. No, that's not how Mouse sounds like. Thankfully, I have this. I have a fucking tutorial!
I'm a voice actor, and today we're going to be studying.
Alright, I'm learning now.
The animation where Mouse looks like an Elden Ring final boss was good as well.
Hopefully a
That was
series
a cool
of videos
contest.
exploring and studying different voices, whether that's character, VTuber, or IRL people's voices. Basically any voice I find. Who is Ironmouse?
Who
Ironmouse
am I?
is a Puerto Rican American VTuber. Known
I am
for her
Puerto Rican
incredible
American.
singing voice, charity fundraisers, and of course,
I have an amazing singing voice.
distinctive voice. Originally planning on pursuing a career in opera, this dream had to unfortunately be put on hold after being diagnosed with common variable immune deficiency. There will be more information on immune disorders as well as resources on how you can help people affected by them down below. Mouse's recognizable voice that we'll be exploring today is actually the result of a lung infection that has left her on oxygen support 24/7. I personally have so much respect for Ironmouse. Despite her challenges, she's been able to do so much good for the world and achieve so many incredible milestones. I'm also a huge fan of her music and have listened to Devil and Anarchy on repeat before.
She's so cute!
Really quickly before we start,
Where is
let me
Mochi?
just go channel my inner Mousey. Okay, now we're ready. The first thing we notice about
Yes.
Ironmouse's voice is,
Okay,
of
okay.
course, her pitch. When a
Sick,
voice
okay.
is higher pitched,
Pitch.
it's more often than not either going to come from your head or your nose. Though
Head or
sometimes
nose?
you'll hear voices that are high pitched, but coming from the chest. In Mouse's case,
I can do that.
well, let's try and see if we can hear where her voice is coming from.
We're gonna make it to Medusa, and I'm gonna do the best job, and Candy's gonna be so proud of me. And
It's like this.
I'm gonna make all my dreams come true.
In Mouse's case, her voice
Like
is coming
this.
from her nose. But careful, it's not a super nasally voice. Try and find a sweet spot between your head voice and
Head
your
voice.
nose voice. A trick for
I got this. So it's like, hi chat, like that. Is like this. Aha. Wait, am I? Hi chat. More
Thanks,
more
Jackie.
nasal.
Foo Sick.
Like this. Is this better? Kamimi, I'm Ironmouse. Oh my god. Nah, bitch, I can do this. I'm Ironmouse. Hell yeah. Who the fuck said Kamimi? You wanna see Kamimi? You're hallucinating. Why would I ever have Kamimi?
You just sound
Whoop
sick.
yeah, motherfucker, yeah! Ooh! I am a VTuber of multiple motherfucking faces. Woo! I can also sound like Kamimi. I can. Here, I have the best Kamimi impression. Are you ready, chat? You're gonna be so stunned. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Huh? I know. For a second there, you really thought that was Kamimi, didn't you? I know. Yeah, I know. I'm just really good. All right. Check this out. Hi, chat. You see that? You see that shit? Oh! Yeah. Michi, mistress of disguise. That's me. Oh, that's me. I have to... So... fuck. No way, mouse. That's
Stop her. Wait up. Don't
Welcome to the family. Is that good? I noticed one thing about Mouse. I was talking to Mouse a lot, and then because of Mouse, I said family. Like, you are part of the family. Bruh. I won't accept this blasphemy. Yeah? Picture. She says family. Can you try to imitate her laugh? Let me find a video of Ironmouse laughing. Ironmouse laugh.
This is a streamer.
Now I remember. She has
or
those...
just look up Pac-Man death noise.
Okay, I can do this. Okay, I can do this. Ready, chat? Ow! Is he here? Oh, that's just some dude's laugh. Is this? That's the laugh. I can't. How the people? Dude, even
When
Kamimi's
Mouse
laugh is so
reacted to
unique.
that video, she crashed out because of ending words with the R sound like stopper.
Yeah, that's one thing. Mouse does that, and she also says family, and she goes, "Duh." No, that's not. She didn't do that. She goes, "Oh my god, chat." Yeah, help, help, titolis. Yeah, oh my god. She goes, "Bitchy, you like titolis? Wow, titolis." Yep. And she goes, yeah, no way. Nah, boom. Actually, chat, I am just Ironmouse this whole time. Well, chat. Well. Goddamn, chat. Yeah, actually, it doesn't sound bad. Oh man, chat. I'm gonna. I don't know what Mousey says. What? Thank you for the bitterlies. I'm so good at this shit. I'm so good. Fake fan, brother. Fake friend shaking my head. I'm trying so hard. I'm Ironmouse. Well, what's it? Oh, there you go. That's me.
That prime on the table like a big fucking cock. Show
Yup.
everybody that you have a big fucking dick today and slap that prime on the fucking table
Right now. Yup. Who let you have Mousey skin?